movie, and we have just seen Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. So a hell of a lot of very, very positive reviews for this one. I mean, I think there was like all over the newspapers. It kept saying how it was like the best Marvel movie ever released. You know, was it like a 97, 98% positive on Rotten Tomatoes, all of that. So I went into it very optimistic, you know. I mean, obviously with everything that's been going on, we've had a slow release in new Marvel material. So I was quite looking forward to seeing this one. It was nice to see different representation, you know, some characters of different ethnicities getting better representation, you know, really giving us some diversity within the MCU. And I will admit, it was okay. You know, for me, it was not one of the best Marvel movies ever released. Not one of the worst, but not one of the best. It's in that middle ground for me. So let me explain why I seem to have... I mean, it's not really much of a difference because I always seem to have a different opinion to most people. But let me explain why on this one. So, positives for me on this one. The fight scenes, without question. When we do actually get fight scenes in this film, pretty decent. Like, I mean, I've seen, you know, not to be stereotypical, but a lot of Asian-led martial arts films always have stellar fight scenes. I mean, I genuinely don't know if it's just a stereotype or if martial arts really is a big passion in Asian countries. I don't know. Admittedly, haven't done the research. But when we get fight scenes in films, typically, there's never any complaints to be made from because they're always stellar, presumably accurate, because I'm not a martial artist. So I have no idea how realistic the things we see are, but I enjoy them. And like I say, Shang-Chi, no different. Absolutely stellar fight scenes. And CGI as well. There are elements of CGI that are used in this film. For anyone who hasn't seen it, I'm not going to ruin where. But if you've seen the film, you'll probably know what I'm on about with the CGI. And it looked pretty decent. Like the designs and the execution, absolutely stellar. So yeah, two fantastic things I'll give. And the main cast, you know, the gentleman that's playing the leader of the Ten Rings and that plays Shang-Chi, is it Awkwafina? I genuinely, I'm not massively familiar with this female actress, but I believe her name is Awkwafina. Either Awkwafina or Awkwafina. I'm digressing. I'm focusing too much on the name. But basically, what I'm trying to say is the individual performances that we get from the main cast and the supporting cast to go with them, pretty decent, you know. Like they gave it their all, and it kind of worked for them. So happy days there. My biggest complaint though was I just felt bored for a large portion of this film. Because like when we weren't getting fight scenes or action scenes or things that were actually, that at least to me felt like it moved the film forward, all we were getting was rehashes of origin stories and needless dialogue and occasional attempts at humour that just, at least for me, did not work. They just didn't settle. I didn't find a lot of the stuff funny. One thing I will admit, will be a spoiler for anyone that's not seen this. Trevor Slattery is back, who we know as who we thought was the original Mandarin in Iron Man 3. He's still on point. His comedic moments, and he's played by the same actor as well, Ben Kingsley. So that is a spoiler. If you didn't want to know any spoilers, hopefully you press the skip button at that point, but that's up to you. But yeah, he was on point. He was hilarious, as to be expected. You know, when he needed to be. I liked it. So yeah, like I said, can't complain on that one. So overall, if I was going to give this film like a letter grade, I'd say I'm probably going to go... I'm going to give it a C for me. Only because I genuinely, I did consider walking out at points just because of how bored and tedious certain elements just for me felt. Now, I know most folks aren't going to agree with that score and aren't going to agree with the comments I've made, which is fair enough, because each to their own. Everyone likes things differently. Just for me, even I did enjoy the fight scenes and the acting was good and whatnot for this, it just felt a bit same. I didn't feel anything fresh. You know, it felt like we had new characters, but doing the same kind of stuff we've seen 1,000 times before. And just like I said, for me, there wasn't a massive amount of originality introduced here. But like I say, each to their own. It was a watchable film, and I would watch it again in the future when I can fast forward through the slow parts. But it's not one I'm going to be rushing out to see again, personally. But like I said, that's just me. So let me know down below if you have seen this film. What were your opinions? Did you enjoy it? Were you like me? Were you a bit bored at points? Just let me know what you thought. I'm happy to read it, happy to respond, happy to debate and converse. All of that stuff, no problems. But that is everything I have for you on this one, folks. So until next time, stay safe. Have a good day, night, evening, afternoon, or whatever the hell it is, wherever the hell you are. Movie Madness, Maka out.